Genuine question, are women just not turned on by a man looking manly anymore?
Hey, what up? This is Solo Traveler ORD, back with another video review. Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell while you are here. So with this video review, I want to go over how masculinity is not respected in the West. Yes, we all know this. Us as men, and we've experienced this throughout most of our life. We actually seen it through media, how they have disrespected men, how basically it seems as though that they only respect you if you become soft, which doesn't make any sense. I don't know why this culture is so backwards or twisted, because why would you respect a man that's soft compared to a strong man that's actually helping out with, I'm sorry, not even helping out, but taking care and protecting this land of the United States or even other Western countries, as well as, you know, taking care of the house and all of that you could think of. So it's like, why is it that in this culture, a lot of women, they do not respect a strong man? So this one right here, this is actually coming from, it's complicated, one of my favorite YouTube channels, but let's see what's going on.
Is a man less of a man if he can't change a flat tire?
Yes, absolutely.
Really?
Yeah.
Is a woman less of a woman if she can't cook a meal from scratch?
We're biased, we're women. No, that's not a good answer.
Exactly.
Do you believe we're in a transitional phase between women being old-fashioned and being independent?
Yes, we're already there.
If so, what are we transitioning to?
Feminism.
I hope we're transitioning to women and men being equal.
We're transitioning into a lot of women being cat ladies.
Do you think a woman would be welcomed at a woman's march if she's pro-life or has traditional values?
Nope.
So do feminists really care
Not
about all
nowadays.
women or just the women who agree with them?
Feminists do not care about women.
So is it really about women's choice?
No, because it's not allowing each individual woman to decide for herself. It's not respecting each individual woman. It's conforming to a propaganda.
Yeah, I believe that. Like I've stated before, this whole feminism right now is basically a big lie, and they're trying to push some type of new narrative. I'm thinking more so for full control. That's what I'm thinking. But let's move on to the next video. You know, shouts out to No Excuse / Passport Bros podcast. He actually created this video. One of my good buddies.
Black women, y'all got some explaining to do. Now, my black women that love alpha men, that want masculine men, love y'all, I support y'all, and salute to y'all. But for the 90% of black women, I need some answers. So let's start with the first point. When it came to the election, 90%, at least 90% of black women voted for a liberal agenda, which includes pushing the LGBT agenda, and which is highly anti-masculinity. While our white counterparts, the white women, vote 50%. So who has really taken on this war against masculinity?
Yeah, this big liberal agenda, you know, I agree with him on that one. Basically, they don't like masculinity. I don't know what it is. I don't know why they are attacking masculinity, the man, the backbone that has built this country. It doesn't make sense why they're doing it, but hey, it is what it is. Because
feminism, started by white women, reflects now that, you know, only about 50% of white women really push this feminist agenda, while at least 90%. So it's almost like black women have taken the mantle of feminism, because data shows that at least 90% of black women are anti-masculinity. This shows because when we talk about who supports the effeminization of men, you know, the rise or more exposure of black men being part of the community, the ones who cheer on it the most is black women. So they are, for the most part, anti-masculinity. Why? I don't know. Why have they hijacked feminism? I don't know. But the question is, are black women taking the lead on the war against masculinity? And I do want to add, and I always said this, the way I see feminism is, in today's society, is not about having equal power with men. It's about men having no power. I'm going to repeat. It's not about equal power. It's about men having no power. There's a difference. I'm going to tell you the answer. Just like white supremacists, They don't want equal, they want to be superior. They have a superiority complex. And for some reason, black women have taken on that superiority complex too. They don't want equal counterparts, they want to be superior. I don't know why.
Yo, man. So one thing I'm definitely gonna agree with in this video is that I believe that feminism is basically about power, being in control, and not giving any more power to men. We've seen the rise of the Me Too movement, which actually now crucifies men just by false accusations. Women could just easily just say that that someone did something, and they will not even look at the facts or even trial the man, and he is automatically guilty, loses all his endorsements, loses his money, his job, whatever you can think of, and he is basically destitute to the world. So that is why I'm like, at this point, it seems like it has flipped to be something more than what it is at this point. But let's go ahead and move on to the next video.
Do we need men? Most answered very quickly, no. But when men were asked a similar question, do we need women? Most of them said yes. So why do you think that is?
Because men are useless. I mean, love it. And by the way, I want to differentiate between straight men and gay men, because I think I would die without gay men. Nobody can gossip.
I have Handy Manny at home. He fixes everything. When things go bump in the night, he's the one that goes downstairs. When there's a bug to be exterminated, he does the extermination. When there is something to be fixed, he fixes it. He throws out the trash and he throws out the recyclables. I enjoy all the man stuff.
A second. She's really talking about a servant. Let's face it. No, it's a handyman she's talking about.
It's a handy manny. Oh, it's a handyman with benefits.
We do not. Well, but the things that you're describing, you could pay somebody to do that.
My husband talks about his feelings with his friends.
Maybe he's gay.
Hold on, before he even says something, look at that. That is just wild. The way that they have the language that they're using. If a man were to use the same language about a woman, they will crucify him. He will lose his job. You know, society will just ruin him to say that she is his servant. Now, as it's flipped the other way around, it's okay for them to say that man is their servant, and no one will be out here marching or cries of issues and about that, which is kind of is really wrong. It's horrible, as you can see, the society. So as I tell you, brothers, you know, why stay in a society that keeps disrespecting you? Very important to get your passport to go see what else is out there, how you can be respected.
I'm in shock right now. How is this okay? You have a panel of women sitting and be so misandrous against men. It's insane. Yeah. And you have the audience going ah, ha, 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 to every single fucking word they're saying. Exactly. And then the only, like, one woman said, like, oh, not all men, we need gay men because they gossip. What? And then the only logical, and I'm using that word very loosely here, woman that has a man that does stuff for her and open up about his feelings, and one of the panel members said maybe he's gay, and some other woman said you have a servant. How is this okay? If this would have been a panel of men, just think about this. If this would have been a panel of men degrading women in this capacity, the show would have been cancelled, the men's life would have been ruined, and they would have been stalked by people. Stalked. But this is okay?
Would have been stalked by people, not only just women and men. Men would have been stalking him.
Why don't we try to close the gap between the sexes instead of fucking extending it? This is bullshit.
Yeah, he said enough. I don't even need to even piggyback off of the rest of it, but yeah, I was insulted by the whole thing.
I haven't seen this, but I think okay. I can already have an idea.
No, this is different than you think it's going to be. This is too much. Girlfriend got stuck.
Bail out. Just bail.
She got stuck. She didn't want to throw it. So now she's trying to get guys to come over and help her to lift that thing off her back. And I guarantee you there are guys that saw what was going on and were like, I'm staying out of this.
Exactly. Men are going to say, I don't want to be a part of this. You guys have basically crucified men for being men, disrespected them, and even if he were to go over there and to help out, she could have easily said something like he had assaulted her or something. So it's like, Yo, at this point, why are men gonna put themselves in this bad situation for any woman he doesn't know?
I don't want to be in some video. I'm not getting involved. I'm approaching her, all that. And this is what I say about like feminism wrecking men, because your natural instinct as a man would just be like, let me go over and help this woman, right? Normal. You got to be afraid to do everything now. And I think that's why when people say the death of gentlemen and all this, women complain. I saw a video of a very prominent female figure being like, oh, all the good men are gone. It's like, well, you killed them. You killed whatever was inside of them that would have made them actually act like men. Guys are afraid to be men.
Yeah. Feminism has disincentivized men from being gentlemen.
Genuine question, are women just not turned on by a man looking manly anymore?
Nope.
I'm so confused. I was scrolling on my For You page and I found this video of this girl talking about how hot she thought Parker and Dean were. I could crush both of them with one of my thighs. I have no words. If I can't look at you and you don't give me like the feeling that you could fuck someone up, if it came down to it, pass the fuck. Dean and Parker? Oh my god.
I wasted 10 years on feminism and woke culture. And
when did you realize that it was a lie?
Probably like a year ago.
A year ago.
That's the problem.
What made you like realize?
And it's interesting. Like I started really listening to Andrew Tate's like long form content.
Yeah, nice.
And understanding truly what he meant.
Yeah.
And it really changed everything for me and how I viewed men and women and relationships.
So you think the biggest lie of feminism was a lie? I guess.
Yeah.
Fair
unfortunately.
enough. What's the biggest lie that feminism sells women, in your opinion?
That women don't need a man.
That's the biggest lie, and in the black community, women had ate that up. They have eaten that. They eaten up that. Man, they had a full course meal on that. You know, that they don't need a man. Man, everybody need each other, men and women. Men need women and women need men. I mean, it is a symbiotic relationship that we have together. And to sit around and say you don't need men, that is just crazy. But hey, you know, this is what they think. Or a lot of times they use that as a protection, protecting themselves because they know that they're not women, or I'm sorry, they're not wife quality. So they'll say that because they know that they're never going to get wifed up. But hey, it is what it is. Out there in Brazil. So let me know what you guys think about the video. Hey, I mean, do you guys agree that masculinity is basically dead in the West, that they do not respect it, that for you to be masculine, that is basically a big problem for the culture in the West? Let me know what you guys think about that. I can tell you this, once you leave the United States, once you leave the West, that masculinity alone gets you way farther than what it is here in the States. You know, you get more respect. But hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. This is Solo Traveler ORD, and I'm gone.